to my healthy food place, where we share ideas and recipes on how you can stay healthy naturally. I am Grace Enemali, and today we want to talk on my latest addition in order to strengthen my bones, and then secondly also to prevent things like anemia. Now, strengthening the bones of the elderly is a very important thing I consider as a senior. Because if you ask me, the bone is very, very essential. Just like all other body parts. But the bone makes up the entire skeleton of the body. And so when I talk of bone, the bone is not referring to my hand, neither is it referring to the legs, neither is it referring to the head, but it is referring to the entire body. Because if any part of the body, a bone, because it is actually the bone that is housing all these other parts that we can see physically. But the one that is the main skeleton, the main structure of the body is right inside. You can't see it. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. The bone. Yes, the latest food I have added to my diet in order to prevent any degeneration. Let me share this slide. I don't think I'm. So what I'm saying is that it is important to protect these bones. And if you've never suffered a bone-related problem, you may be finding it difficult or hard to understand why it is necessary to protect these bones. Now, the older we get, the more the bone density seems to be reducing. And what you and I eat works to protect it. And we already know that exercising also is part of the many ways you can protect and strengthen this bone mass. And so lately, I found another food. The food is here. I'm going to show us that I have decided to start including in my diet because of this particular aspect of my body. Now, this is a food that I had tried some years back, and somehow I decided to put it away. Maybe because I felt it was too sweet. Now, before we go further to this subject of my latest food, now let me highlight a few things that we need to note, especially seniors, concerning our bones and then the other aspect of it. Amaka Okeke, you are welcome. Yes, you are welcome to my life. I'm talking on my latest addition, the latest food I've just added in order to strengthen my bones, in order to strengthen to reduce my bones from going low in terms of minerals. Remember that our bones are basically made of minerals. So many people are ignorantly taking milk. Yes, after you have grown old, we have grown old, thinking that milk is the main thing that will give us the minerals that we need. But over the years, you will discover that your body can no longer tolerate so much milk. Your body can no longer tolerate so much cheese and all those food that we were eating before. And so then we start the search for foods that can help to make our bones strong. Now, if your bone is strong, my dear, if you find anything to do to strengthen your bones, go ahead and do it. It's very, very good, and it's very, very important. And the second thing also, I said I want to be preventing, what to prevent is to prevent anemia. Low blood. Low blood causes low oxygen. It causes you to be weak. Sometimes you feel dizzy. Sometimes come with insomnia. Sometimes with rough skin, itching, all kinds of things when your blood is low. Sometimes coldness in your hand. Sometimes your hand look white, even the eyes. You look at some people who are anemic. You look into their eyes, it's white. So there are various things that could be happening to you. And above all, a general low immunity, which means any disease that passes around, it can easily come to you. You can easily contact it. And this is not good at all for us. And it is also important to strengthen, to avoid the risk of anemia, because going for over-the-counter blood tonic is not even advised. I don't take it. So I do not suggest people going for multivitamin or iron capsules. And that is why all of us should endeavor to incorporate foods that will naturally strengthen our blood, especially the red blood, the hemoglobin. So I want to show us the food. Before, lest I forget, what I want to say about most of these foods that are sweet, I have noticed that once you take out those processed foods, if you can successfully take them out of your diet, most times you will discover that the foods that you were avoiding before, it will no longer be necessary to avoid those foods. This is my experience. You will notice that you can practically eat all foods. So the problem to me, I think, is these processed foods, these man-made fats. If you can take all of them out of your diet, my dear, you will notice that the very fruits you think are causing diabetes, you can consume them in moderation. So this food is something I bought some times ago. I want to bring it out and show us. I've actually been searching for it. It appears to be scarce around this area. Only yesterday was I able to get it. So I said I was going to use it and go live, because I've been consuming it and consuming it small. So this one that came around, I'm not going to finish it. I'm going to use it, part of it, because it's important for us to see so that you don't say you don't know it. And that food is called raisins. Let me show us what it looks like. It's a very sweet something. Some people use it in baking. This is a pack here, but this is the raisins. This is it. Let me bring it closer. Look at it. Look, it looks like honey. Can you see it? Tiny, tiny seeds. As a matter of fact, let me take one of it and show us. Look at it. It goes tiny, tiny like that. Raisins. Look like dates, small dates. Looks like honey, but it's actually called raisins. Look at it. Some use it to bake their cake. You get it either from those people who sell spices, and sometimes from those who sell baking materials. That is where another place where you can find it. Yes, because of those of you who may be asking, where can we find it? You can get it from those who are selling baking materials. You can also get it from those aboki who are selling spices and seeds. You can get it there, because that's where I normally get it. So let me tell you the importance of this particular food, raisins. Comment below if you know these raisins and you have been consuming it. Let me see your comment. Comment I know it, so that you can also tell us your own experience, or maybe for just knowing it or just commenting. Let me know if you have been taking it before. Yes. Okay, that's the question. Are you familiar with raisins? It's very sweet. So let me know if you are familiar with it. Let me know if you've been consuming it. Don't know what is going on. Okay, somebody is commenting. Good afternoon, ma. Yes, I've seen that. I know raisins, it is included in some cereals. Who is commenting? Enahoro. Okay, Sade Enahoro. You are welcome to the house. Can you please tell me where you are commenting from? Where you're watching me from? Please. Let me know, please. If you are familiar with, are you familiar with, you are familiar with it? Yes, good. It's included in some cereals, yes. Is it ready-made cereals? Have you been consuming it? Let me know where you are watching and where you are chatting from. Sade Enahoro, please. I've seen Amako Okeke. I think I know her location. She's one of my house members, if I'm not mistaken, because though I didn't see your name, Amaka, in the last list I checked, I think you're among those that I could not find. Their name were missing in the membership. So, but Amaka, I can't see the membership stuff on you again. What's going on? Amaka Okeke, I can't see the membership. I can't see it. Comment what's going on, because I checked. Yes, I didn't see it. Let me know what's happening, whether you're in or you're out. And then Sade Enahoro, let me know where you are chatting from. Let me know where you are chatting from, please. Thank you for that contribution. Thank you for that contribution. Okay. Let me know. Yes, from Abuja, please. It's in mixed fruit cereals. Okay. Very, very good. Are you familiar with the benefits that go with it? Okay, by all indication now, it seems you have been consuming. Are you familiar with its benefits? Are you familiar with its benefits? Benefits of this very fruit. And I'm so glad that you are familiar with it. It's not actually something scarce. It's it's almost everywhere. So, but it's okay. It's not okay to assume that everybody knows it and we're all enjoying it. And even if we're consuming it, it's important to know why we're consuming it. And if there are cautions about it, we should also know it. So you have already answered, but I want to know if you are familiar with its benefit, or just that it makes it taste great, makes the bakings, the toppings to look colorful and nice. So let me know if you are familiar, or there are one or two things you need to share with us. Just drop with us, say, this is what it's doing for me, or why I'm taking it. So maybe somebody else may also benefit. Thank you, Enahoro. I'm still waiting. Yes. Yes. Amaka, are you there? Are you there? I'm still waiting for your comment. I'm still waiting for your comment, Sade Enahoro. Enahoro. I'm waiting. Thank you for those your comments, your contributions. We need to strengthen our bones. Yes, we need to include more bone strengthening foods because of the importance. You don't have to wait for osteoporosis, other bone-related problems to occur. These things appear to be more common amongst women. It seems that after childbearing, our bones seem to start disappearing gradually without our knowing it. And most times, some people think calcium, going for calcium. Yes, it's part of it, but they have different types. It's part of it. It is that same raisins that you see that they use that is sweet, but they have mixed fruit version of it. They have the ones they call mixed fruit, but the main thing there is the raisins. Yes, some people see it. You see how people can twist something. Some people do not even know that it could be used for any other thing except for baking of cake. Honestly, some people do not even think of whether it has any benefits. All they know is that it makes the taste to taste good. But today we want to look at some of the key benefits. It's not only cake that it is meant to be used to sweeten. You can use it in other ways. I particularly am not using mine to bake cake. I don't take cake anymore. I don't take cake, I don't take bread. Although sometimes I take little of the bread, maybe little, once in a while, to be very honest and fair. It's not my diet, it's not something I could just wake up and say, today I'm going to have bread and tea as in the past, or on this night I'm going to have bread and tea with milk as in the past. Not anymore. But then, once in a while, I do snack a little. If I have other pairing, like some healthy fats to go with it, not just to eat, to chew it like that. So let me know one or two reasons why you think it should be part of your diet henceforth, or has it always been part of your diet apart from cake? Are you still consuming cake? So many questions are coming in one. Is it part of your diet, or you take it only as part of cake? I'm waiting for a response. I'm waiting. Oh, is it part of your diet? Do you find a way to smuggle it into your diet because of the benefits it carries, or only when cake is available, or it's wedding time, birthday cake or so, you now see it? And if you ask me, using it to make cake, to bake cake, should be even the worst way to use it, honestly. Because that cake of a thing is usually very sweet. So why should everything need to be so sweet? They will add the cake, the flour is sweet, sugar is sweet, the icing sugar is sweet. Then they will now add the, what is it called? They will not add this same raisins that is sweet. Must it all be sweet? Yes. There are very few foods that are not very, very sweet. But if we must make the cake, we can try to add something like bitter cocoa, reducing the sugar, making it more friendly than making it too sweet. But I want to know, are you actually consuming this food as part of your diet, or you take it with cake, or when it's baked with bread? That's the question I've asked, and I want to know, are you familiar with it? Have you been consuming it? Is it part of your diet? Are you aware of its benefits? The reason why you should take it, Or are you avoiding it because it's sweet? Because this is what I've been doing several years. I've been avoiding it. Some time ago, I bought it, lots of it, and I ended up throwing them away because of what? Sweet. But not anymore. Avoiding sweet food, you end up avoiding almost everything with all their benefits. So let me hear from you, please. Have you been consuming it? How have you been consuming it? Let me know. Is it only in cakes? Waiting for response. Yes. Okay. Somebody is responding. Bola Dali Ogedengwe. Yes, thank you for that response. Yes, that's why we are here. I've been avoiding it myself. Honestly, I've been avoiding it. But this is a good source of, this food is a good source of iron. You know the importance of iron in the diet. No, if you are short of blood, if you are short of blood, they need to go buy 1 pint. And you know how much it costs? I won't tell you. But I've been privileged to buy blood for somebody who is a sickle cell some years ago. Was quite expensive. And it's not something that you want to be done to you as a senior. So it's important to include foods that are easily digestible, that can easily give us this iron, this important mineral. And this food is one of them. Honestly, I didn't think of it those years when I had to do away with this healthy food. Some of us could be given some healthy foods, and because of ignorance, you throw them away. A few years ago, somebody gave us lots of avocados. Then I didn't know the benefits of avocados because it looked oily and fat. We kept it for some time and later threw everything away. Look at what ignorance did to us. I said it's fat, it's fatty. And then I was really, really fat. I didn't want to continue with that bulky body, that heavy weight. But little did I know that the very avocado I threw away is the food that I needed in order to burn fat. That is how being ignorant is a very big mountain. That is how far it can go dealing with us. So ended up throwing away a whole basket of avocados away because I thought it was going to make me fat. But now we know. So that is the same thing with the raisins. It tastes so sweet that every adult, no seniors will ever want to taste it. The taste is almost like dates. I mean, it's so sweet. So you will now notice that if you have taken out all the other sugars in your diet, taking them away, good honey is okay. Good honey is okay, but it's very hard to find them nowadays. So if you have taken out all the processed foods, all the roots and starchy vegetables, you will notice that most of the foods that you are running away from, like these raisins, they are not likely to do you harm. They are not actually harmful anymore, because you need some amount of sugar. You need glucose to move, to run your life. So, but if you are combining it and eating all your carbonated drinks and everything, that's when it looks like it's difficult. That's when it looks like it's hard. That's when it looks like it's elevating the blood sugar. Are you aware that this raisins is even good for your blood pressure? If you are looking for food to add to your diet, in case you are experiencing high blood pressure, raisins is one of them. Food that will help you to get vitamin C in good dose. Raisins is one of them. Food that will help you to reduce inflammations. Raisins is one of them. Food that will make your bones strong, reducing the risk of osteoporosis. Raisins is one of such foods. And you know one thing that makes me to begin to like this food? It's a raw food. Raw foods are very good for seniors, for all of us. You don't have to cook it. The older we get, the more we should embrace foods that are raw, that are in their natural state. That is what I'm trying to say. And this food is one of them. After today's life, it will be okay to give it a try, and it's not something that is difficult to find. Just find a way to smuggle it. I'm actually adding it to my homemade snack, which I showed us already on my channel. I added it in the already made snack, which I made with oats, with some peanuts, cashews, almonds, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, coconut. I made all of this, and then I now added, thank you so much, I now added Sam Onyekwere, Ijoma Iro Aganachi. Did I get that name? Iro Aganachi. I hope I got it. Thank you so much. You're welcome to my house. Yes, to my life. Hello, Sam Onyekwere. Oh my dear, I think I don't have to doubt that I got that name, because greetings from America. Yes, I'm glad to have you in my house. Hello, my beautiful sweetheart sister, Nkwobi and Abacha. You're making me to laugh, and it's a good thing to laugh. It's a stress relief. It says laughing is a stress buster. So let me read that greetings. Nkwobi and Abacha plus egusi goat meat soup and fufu plus fresh sweet palm wine reduces my blood pressure. Oh my God, my blood pressure. One name, one. Oh mom, thank you so much. That's a good one. So Nkwobi and Abacha. Okay, let me look at this your list. Nkwobi. I know Nkwobi, they normally add this goat meat leg, fat-free. I think they are good stuff. And then they add utazi. They add utazi, this bitter something, to make it bitter a little bit. It's a good delicacy. It's our own salad and abacha plus egusi goat meat. Which one is egusi? I don't eat egusi soup. I said something. Egusi. I used to consume egusi soup. That's not the subject. We're not going to digress to that. And fufu. Okay, you still take fufu. Yes, fufu is not. Now, fufu is a good food, to be honest with you. Fufu is a good food. With some people, if you take it in moderation, very little amount, if you can moderate it, older adult. Now, let me tell you a little about fufu. Many years ago, it used to be one of the foods I didn't like at all. But over the years, as I began to do more study and research, and began to even use my own body, I come to realize that fufu is the only food that does not give gas. You know what it means for your stomach to be gassing, producing gas, especially when it's not finding easy to digest any food like beans, like milk. It starts releasing gas start coming out. Do you know that there are very few foods that doesn't cause our stomach to do that? Fufu is one of them. Yam produces gas. Gas-forming food are not good if you're trying to heal. As much as possible, you can even avoid gas-forming foods. You heal faster. But then, fufu, when taken in moderation, my dear, it's a gut-friendly food. Let me put it that way. It's a God-friendly food. But me, I need a shop fufu. I like to drink it like you're drinking gari. I like to drink it because it's the same made from the same tapioca product, yes. So you say you are taking yours as a hobby. Yes, Ijoma, where are you chatting from? Are you there? Glad to have you in the house. Ijoma. Hello, Ijoma. Iro Aganachi. Iro Aganachi. I can't really get the way it is pronounced, but I think I tried. Okay, from Ireland. Okay, that's great. Oh, that's good. So I'm glad to have you. So tell us your own aspect. In case Ofe Owere or Kasi soup. Okay, I hope we are not digressing from the topic. We are talking about raisins, how it can affect our health. So you don't seem to be interested in including something that will make your bones strong. How old are you, Sam Onyekwere? How old are you? Can you comment below? Let me hear. Tell me your age. Ijoma, can you help me also from Ireland? Let me know where you are chatting from. Okay, yes, that's what I want to hear. Please, more on managing knee pains. Okay, let's talk about how old are you? I like to hear your age, your location. These two are very important for me. Can you tell me your age, please? So, your age. I know Ijoma is a female gender, so I don't need to ask for your gender. Can you kindly drop your age? Your age, Ijoma. Let me dwell a little on that knee pain. I'm waiting for your response, please. Okay? Okay. For how long have you had the knee pain? I'm 62 this year, so I'm just maybe a few months ahead of you, or we're almost the same. So I've not been having knee pain, but that is not to say that it's something strange. 61 years. Now, what I want to say is that let me know for how long it's been with you before I make some suggestions. I want to make some suggestions, please, about the knee pain. Ijoma, I'm responding to you. Please. Knee pain, anywhere the pain occurs, is an inflammation. Okay, that's 8 years. It's been long. And you know what I want to say? When you have something that have lasted for 8 years, I don't know whether you're on medication or not. And honestly, I will be glad if you can also avail me of that information here. Because you know this knee pains and whatever. Okay, raisins and ice cream are good, sister. How old are you, Onyekuru? Okay, how old are you? You say you have been living in America for the past 47 years. So which means you should almost be 60. So, but let me know your age. Oh, I want you to pay attention while I respond to Ijoma, because, you know, some of these discussions, if it doesn't affect you directly, it will affect your loved one, your mom, your uncle, your aunt, or someone, or you could just keep the information in case you may need it. So that's why I want to dwell a little and on this her own, based on my little experience. You know, I always say that I share most of the things I do based on my own experience. But honestly speaking, for the knee, I have not had knee pain. as I'm 62 years. And I'll be sharing a few things also with you that may also be responsible, yes, for knee pain that may help. I will not be speaking authoritatively there. Yes, I'm 11 years older than you. Oh my God, that's interesting. I'm so happy that you are here. So what it means is that you can contribute immensely to the discussion, because look at, you have already observed that the reasons that we started the discussion about, the reason we're talking is a great food for our bones. So thank you for that, and you are welcome again. So let me talk a little on with my sister's based on my sister's question. Okay, somebody, okay, there's another comment there. I'm not on any medication, but taking some supplements. I get injection into my knees every 4 to, okay, let me tell you, so share a few things that I think could help to preserve our knees as we age. I mean, there's a video I'm having inspiration to make either today or tomorrow based on some of these things. Now, I have noticed that as we age, our bone minerals begin to disappear, especially as we begin to, 4 to 5 months. Okay, 4 to 5 months. That's, you mean to say you have had it for 4 to 5 months. Okay. I'm not on, okay. I get injection. Okay. You are trying to say I get the injection to my knees every 4 to 5 months. Okay. But as for the pain, it's been with you, as according to this, about 8 years. So I'm working with 8 years. And for the injection you say you are taking, is about 4 to 5 months. Okay, thanks for that correction. So please, I want you to really, pay a little attention on this knee thing. There's something about the bones that appears to me that women tend to have more bone-related issues based on my interaction with them, especially after childbearing or before or after. D and sunlight gives you a lot of calcium to make your bones stronger. That is true. Thank you for that contribution. But not vitamin D, not calcium supplement. Don't go for calcium supplement. And if you have been taking calcium supplement, you have to discontinue it. And let me put it, I suggest, because I don't like to give you counter instruction. If your doctor had said take it, I would just say I suggest. Whatever I'm telling you is a suggestion, which you can take it or you leave it. So if you are taking calcium supplements in order to make your bones strong, it's one of the biggest mistakes you'll be making. Because I made that mistake at about 50, when I was about 50 years. So, because most of them are carbonated calcium, and they are not the type of nutrients that go easily into the body. So they are not nutrients that you just take and they just connect immediately with. A good number of them are easily toxic, especially this calcium of a thing. The ones that are mostly in the market are the carbonated calcium. So that is not the solution. You don't need the supplement for your bones. I'm not taking any calcium supplements as at the moment. I'm 62 this year. My next birthday will be 62 years. So I'm not on any medication. I'm not on any supplements. Now, the only supplement that I take occasionally, and which I believe you're already on it, Ijoma. So what home remedies to natural remedies worked for you? Now, when we are talking about what is working for me, that's exactly what I want to share. I've begun to share the life I'm living, why I am not on any knee, why I may not be on any knee pain. Because right now, I am not taking, we are both of the same age, but I'm not having knee pain. If you watch my video, you see me where I'm dancing. If you go to my channel, the video I did 2 days ago, you were dancing and jumping up and down. So I don't have knee pain. And there's nothing to hide about it. If I have, I will tell you what I'm using and I will show you. But there is something I noticed recently, which about my knee, which I started doing something about it on my right knee. I don't have pain. I walk freely. I walk anywhere I want to go. But then, after clocking 61 years, for the first time, I noticed that one edge of the knee seemed to look like it's swollen up a little. So when I saw it, I said, no, this is an inflammation, and sometimes such thing may come as a result of the weight is increased. As a matter of fact, when I checked my weight that used to be 76, it has risen to 79. So I've not really done much. I've not checked it again since then. But these are I want to let you know some of the things that could make the knee begin to wear away quickly if we start adding weight after menopause. If we do not work aggressively to address weight gain after menopause, it will not be long. Knee pain will set in. Joint-related issues will set in. I hope you are listening to me. Are you following? So let's get to the cause of it. Before, as we are talking about the remedy, I want to share what I am doing after noticing that joint, that swollen, that place that normally look slightly bigger than that of the left. So what I am doing is what I want to share. It wasn't paining me. It's not been paining me. I do a few exercises for my leg strength. And I want to share here in this life, because of this question you have asked, something that you should start doing, some foods you should start eating before bed to help you, to not to allow the bone to continue to wear down. Your bone can even regenerate if you have not been taking these foods. I mean, if you start taking some of these foods, your muscles, your bones, and everything could start healing, honestly. So I noticed it around this is my right hand. So when I noticed that place is a little bit higher, that is a mild form of inflammation, though not painful, I say, okay, if this is the case, I got to start doing something, because we believe in prevention. So what did I do? I got myself some olive oil, cold pressed olive oil. I got myself some turmeric powder. Then I already had the turmeric oil. I don't have the turmeric oil right now on this table, but it's always by my bedside. So I mixed it in good. Last time I talked about it, somebody was asking me during the live, won't it stain I say, after massaging it, I wear my trouser, I cover it. Even if it stains, I wash it, get it washed. It's better for me than to start having knee pain. And it's always worse if you are in a cold country. If you are in a cold environment, you have more risk of having these joint pains. Like those of us here, during the cold season, when the rainy season or similar seasons, when the weather is cold, it's important to get your knee protected very well. In addition to some of the dietary changes I will be sharing to help you, my mates, a good number of people that are of my age grade, majority of them that are on medication, some are taking, are already having knee problems, they're already having, just knee and joint issues. But I don't have knee problem. I've not had it. I've not had knee pain, say my knee on my legs. So when I saw that thing, because I have seen people who suffer it, how they complain, how painful they used to feel, how distressed they feel. So, my dear, immediately I saw that side swollen, and I already checked the weight. The best thing is I got me olive oil, cold pressed olive oil. Remember, olive oil is good for blood circulation. Olive oil is good to reduce inflammation. I'm talking of the cold pressed. It's one of the best carrier oils. When you are talking of anything massage, most things massage. Coconut oil is okay too, but for me, for things like that has to do with pains, I suggest cold pressed olive oil for it. So though it wasn't paining me, no sign of pain at all. So I began to deal with that inflammation I began to work on it. Let me put it that way. So I got me some turmeric powder. Then I have the turmeric oil already. Essential, I'm talking of the essential oil. And then the cold pressed olive oil. Then I began to mix it in certain portions in another container. Every night before I go to bed, I give myself, after the warm bath, clean up the feet, the knees. Yes, worn off ligament, weight gain, heart problems, type of food you eat, and lack of exercise. You can see now, you have already summarized everything. This one that I'm talking is like long story, but I will still go ahead with it because the question was directed to me. If not, I will have just closed the live and everybody will go home. Because this is almost like a summary. Sam Onyekwere. It's a swallowing of the knee that's going and leg. Could be fluid buildup. Worn off ligament. Weight gain. I already told you that I checked my weight. It has increased by 3 kg. Sometimes I was 76. Has reached to 79, almost 80. And by then, it was after I saw that one side of the knee is already showing some bulky sign. And I got to start doing something to see how to work on it. I will tell you the steps. And the first step I did was what I'm telling you. And with the essence of that step, it ensures that wherever I'm sleeping, that blood is circulating on that point, because that's very important. If blood is not good, moving through the place, going around the area, it gets worse and worse, no matter what you eat. Yes, no matter what you are doing, it's going to be getting worse. So that is it. It's going to be getting worse. So that side is what I do every night. Since then, I think it's almost 2 months now that I started it. So I didn't have to wait for pain. I just started doing it to make sure that blood is circulating. It's part of aging. That blood is moving around while I sleep. Because if you allow coldness, don't ever allow coldness around any area where you're having knee pain, particularly knee pain. That's why ginger is often recommended. Now, a lot of people talk of ginger. Yes, ginger is okay, but it cannot be the only remedy. Now, ginger could be taken internally to reduce inflammations. Ginger could also be mixed for massage, but even then, too much ginger is not even good. It can make you start feeling as if you are convulsing, especially if you don't have a good balance of protein in your body and healthy fats. Yes. Yes, it seems you were there that day. Turmeric powder mixed with cold pressed olive oil in a bottle, especially as we are moving to the cold season now, when rain will start coming very soon. You use it in the night after bathing, clean the place very well, put it in your hands, massage your knee in a certain motion. Yes, massage your knee to ensure that the blood is circulating. Cold weather can cause it. So you massage, that's what we're saying. You give it a good massage so that when you are asleep, cold won't come and take over the place. And before you wake up, you'll be hearing another song. It becomes too painful or even more painful. So ensure you do that. Now, in addition to that, another thing that you need to be taking, am I still having this my friend in the house, Jasmine Johnson? It's just been Justin. I didn't hear a greeting from you. Ijoma, are you still in the house? Can you comment yes? Because I'm still talking to you. I want to tell you some foods now that you should start including in your diet. That apart from the topical application of this oil, some of the foods that you may need to start including in case they are not there in your diet. So comment yes, let me know that you are there. You are still hearing me. Okay, okay. I think I can see that. Yes. Ijoma, yes. Yes. So what I'm saying, Ijoma, is that you must incorporate omega-3 rich foods, omega-3 fats. Now, the older you get, that's part of my secret is what I'm sharing with you now. You can note it down somewhere if you like. There are some food that we need adjustment to our diet that we have to make. And I'm making them as I get older because it may be that this is actually part of the secrets that are helping me not to experience anything like joint or knee pain, even at the age of 62. Number one is focus a little more on the omega-3 rich foods, omega-3 fats. Omega-3s are very scarce in foods, so a lot of people don't get enough. And whereas your body wasn't really complaining as you were younger, when you get to 60, you notice that your body starts complaining. Your body starts giving you signal that these nutrients are needed. Now, which foods can you find this omega-3? Now, one of my sources that I get them is the sardine, either the tuna, the mackerel, or the sardine. But the one I use here is the sardine, once or twice in a week. Sardine in olive oil. You can get them like that over there, different brands. Or the one we have here, I get around here is the one in the vegetable, but I make sure I drain out all those trans fats that I use in preserving them. So I take it out. I make sure I take that into my diet in order to get omega-3 fats. Then I make sure also that you include healthy fats in the diet. Get enough healthy fats from nuts. This omega-3 fats, you can even get it from things like walnuts, omega-3 fatty acids. There are foods you can get it, several other foods. Okay, somebody is suggesting that you avoid taking steroids injection for too long in your knees. The injury will only get worse. You need a knee replacement. Fish oil. Okay, I'm coming to that fish oil. I'm coming to the fish oil. But the one, is she taking steroids? Let me check. Okay. That's okay. Okay, I've gotten more of it. You say you are taking some supplements. Oh my God. Please, I want you to respond to me, my friend Ijoma. Which of the supplements are you taking? Can you comment it below? Because I need to address this your own very well. Which of the supplements? Because I'm referring back to that question. Because I already spoke against taking calcium supplements. And the injection also is not even advised. But I don't know the type of injection you are taking, whether it's steroids or not, because a good number of them have it. But I do not also suggest any such thing. I do not suggest it. But let me know now that it's very clear to me that you are taking some supplements, whether calcium is part of the supplement, because it's going to make it worse. Kindly comment, kindly respond. Kindly respond, Ijoma, please. I can't see your image here, but let me see you actively responding so that I can get as much information as I can in order to respond to this your question. You already said you are taking supplement. Is calcium part of it? I'm waiting for your response. I'm waiting. Okay. Okay, there you are. You are talking about omega-3 fish oil. That's the one that Sam Onyekwere is talking about. The omega-3 fat fish oil, the cod liver oil, the celery. Now, I want to suggest there is no magnesium in your supplements. Now, there is no magnesium in your supplements. And if you are taking the omega-3 fat fish oil and you are taking the cod liver oil, it may get worse. I know that you may not agree with what I'm saying, but I'm speaking from I don't know how to explain it, but it's from my experience. Too much fish oil, too much cod liver oil is going to make your condition worse. That's the basic truth. Me, I take fish oil, but do you know how often I take it? Sometimes twice a week. I don't even take up to 1,000 mg. Most of them come in 1,000. I take as low as 300. Sometimes I take I make it, if I want to sleep deeper, I take 2, making 600 mg. But I don't take 1,000 mg, which is usually what many of them come in form. They come in form of 1,000 mg. I was coming to that before Onyekwere suggested it in the comment. It's part of the thing that I do, but I don't do it as say I take it. No, just occasionally to support the joint flexibility, to support the bones, but not that. But if you take it as a supplement and frequently, it's going to make your joint issue, the cod liver oil and the omega-3 fish oil, is going to make it worse. That's my view. It's going to make it worse. Because sometimes in 2000 and about 2 years ago, I used to be very, very sensitive. I'm always sensitive. So that was a time I was a bit getting a little bit dedicated to the fish oil, not up to as much as 1,000 mg. I don't take up to that. I take like maximum of 600. That's gel of 300 mg. But I noticed something that time. This is how I came to this conclusion of not having it too much, because it's going to make it worse. I noticed during that period that calcium and fish oil are recommended by bone specialists, doctors, and dietitians. No, my dear, I do not agree with you, Sam Onyekwere. Yes, because I have had to help some doctors. I've had to chat some, not on bone issues, but what I'm telling you is that fish oil is okay, but you see calcium, don't go there. Now, if you are taking it, and I'm glad she's not taking it, don't take any calcium supplement, because calcium is not a water-soluble mineral. It is easily toxic. I have tried it before. So whatever I'm telling you here is not something I read out from internet. It's not something someone told me. It's something I practically experienced. And it's based on that. I had been on supplement. As a matter of fact, I was deceived after I clocked 40 that I cannot survive without supplements, without calcium, without this, without that. And I got so many of it. I mean, the best brands of calcium. And after all those calcium, I came to the conclusion of what I'm sharing with you, that you can live, enjoy a healthy body, healthy aging, without the so-called calcium, because that's what I'm living. That's the life I'm living. No medication, no antibiotics for more than 16 years. 16 years. That was no antibiotic, none of such. No calcium supplement, no joint pain. I don't have any pain on my joint. Go to my page. You see me dancing and jumping. I can stand up if you want. So you don't have to rely on calcium. Fish oil in moderation is okay. But when you take fish oil regularly, because it's a fat soluble, mark my words, it's not water soluble, it's a fat soluble. Because of that fat being fat soluble, it's going to make something like cluster become somewhat toxic. This is something I experienced 2 years ago. It almost turned out to a very serious pain, but I quickly realized what was going on and withdrew from it for a very long time and allowed the body to offload the excess. So you must be very careful with the fish oil. I prefer it as an underdose. Take a little dose of it, not much, than for you to try to meet up 1000 mg. Now, some of the doctors that we are talking about, they are not even of age. Or if you say someone of 70 years a consultant, maybe, but I tell you the truth, most of these things, a good number of them, they will admit that they have not even tested it on themselves, because it's what they read on the paper, just like all of us that are practicing. But those of us who we are tested on our own body and found out that this is how it works, and it's more authentic to share what you know that works. So calcium supplement does not work. It makes your condition worse. It introduces toxins. Now, if you take too much of the fish oil, it's going to make your condition worse, because it's not oil, it's not a water-soluble nutrient. It's going to get clogged and become toxic and make your liver even sluggish. And when your liver becomes sluggish, everything in your body becomes sluggish. Nothing seems to be working. So when you are taking the fish oil, which I'm also taking, you need to take it and then give yourself some gap. Because after you stop taking the fish oil, it's going to continue in your body. Even when after you stop, it's still there working. Because it doesn't go through your urine like vitamin C. It doesn't go like vitamin B complex. It doesn't get out like folic acid. It doesn't behave that way. It has to stay down. So that is why you should take it cautiously to avoid extra inflammation on your knees and your joint, leading to joint pains. Because when there are toxins, when it becomes toxic due to the excess that is... Now, to be honest with you, I have chatted a few people. I know a couple of people who have been going through pains, severe pains. I'll tell you a few foods you should take out of your diet too, if you are going through severe pains around your joint. I've shared with some people who came for private chat and all of that. And I'm glad that they testified that they are free from joint pain after they stopped the calcium supplement. I'm telling you the truth. They are free. What I'm saying, I think there are several of them that had the experience again and again. They testify that I suggested them to stop those supplements, and they stopped, and they are free today, as free as myself. So the calcium supplement does not solve your calcium problem. What solves your calcium problem? One, Teresa Mba, you are welcome to the house. Yes, so check with pharmacists. So calcium is very soluble in chemistry. You are taught that in the laboratory. I don't understand. You are saying calcium is very what? Sister, I'm very sorry to disagree with you. I would suggest we check with medical doctors. No. I have them around me. I have them in my WhatsApp group. I'm very close with them. We chat. I do assist them too. So what I am doing is different from what the doctors are doing. The doctors are working based, they are clinical doctors. I'm not a clinical doctor. So I'm talking based on the foods and their nutrients. Now the clinical doctor, pharmaceutical doctors are doing their job based on the drugs that they learned in the school about. But sometimes they themselves need help in the area of, holistic life, which is what I live. Now, living this holistic life is something that, you cannot, although they are beginning to see that it works and it's working. So, but the issue of the calcium is something I have practiced. I've helped a lot of people, and I know someone who was taking a lot of iron, for instance, and when the person came and was tested in my presence, she was shocked that she was deficient in iron. Iron is one of such minerals like calcium. She was on iron blood tonic and was surprised, whereas somebody who was not on it was having enough. I've never taken iron since 2008 or 2009 rather. I've never had any multivitamin or any such. But then, even when about 2-3 years ago, all these vitals were okay. They were all okay. As a matter of the iron was almost a little, about 2% above. I was surprised. So these things are mysteries. Our blood group are not the same. That's why I said this particular food that I'm talking about will help to prevent things like anemia. You don't have to depend on calcium. Yes, I have one scientist also with me right where I am now. So I have them, and their work is practically different. And a good number of them who are in the middle age, they agree that their work is different from what we do, from what I do. I cannot be contending clinically on what the doctor is doing. But if it's on somebody we need to eat to stay healthy, what somebody we need to eat to get calcium, I can help in that. And the food, the ones that hasn't helped me, like the calcium supplement, and has not helped a lot, especially the carbonated calcium, which is, when we finish this life, please, my brother, you go and do your search on what I'm saying. Go and check for the prominent calcium in the pharmacies. Prominent calcium are the carbonated calcium. Almost 85% of the calcium are the carbonated calcium, and you better avoid them if possible, as much as you can. If you are already going through bone-related or joint problem, because I have seen people who followed the guide on the foods, and they recovered. Okay, somebody. Okay. Thank you so much. Amaka Keke is saying I should please go straight to the food that will help us because I'm having joint pain. So I have talked about the omega-3 fatty food before my brother Sam began to contend with me on this thing. But it's not something we should come and take our time and contend. You can come privately. Then we'll talk about it. So let's put that one aside. So you put out the omega-3 fatty foods. You do the olive oil and the turmeric massage around your knees. Then number 3, you take occasional fish oil. Now the work of the fish oil is what I want to tell you. The work of the fish oil is to help with blood circulation towards your leg. This is something I feel when I am lying down, and I know how it works. So take the the fish oil supplement moderately. I tell you what I take. I take only 300. I don't want it to be too much. If it's too much, it causes inflammation, it causes pain, toxicity will come in. If you didn't have pain, you start having pain. If you had pain before, it start getting worse. So that is just it. Take a little, a few times a week, or sometimes if you want to really sleep deep and relax, and make it 2. That make it 600 mg. Then another food that I want you to add to strengthen your bone is the pumpkin seed, because of the magnesium. Now, the pumpkin seed is what I also do fry. This is what the very seed that made me stop my magnesium supplement. If you are in your 60s and you are not doing anything about magnesium, my dear, you may likely continue to have bone problem, because your body can no longer manage stress, and stress is helping to remove all the magnesium in the stress. As a matter of fact, help to put more need for magnesium in the body. And because we are not really, making much anymore. Okay, Georgiana, you're welcome to the house. I'm talking about, there are questions, so many questions in the house, and I'm trying to tackle one particular one about joint knee pain. And from Ijoma in particular, I think she's still in the house. From Ijoma is from where? From Ireland, I think. So I'm trying to, I have 2 Ijoma here. I'm trying to check. I have G Ijoma Okeke. I know that one is from Lagos or so. Then we have another Ijoma somebody. I have Jasmina, no. I have Ijoma Iro Aganachi, yes. I think that's one. You are the one, she's the one I'm responding to her question. Talking now. Okay, thank you. You have already said something about that. But listen to what I want to say now, because Ijoma said I should please go straight to the things that can help with the joint pain. So I've already talked about the fish oil supplement, which can help you if you don't take it too much. Some doctors may not even know this thing I'm saying. Being a doctor doesn't make you to know everything. So you have to take it occasionally and withdraw, because of the risk of toxicity that may arise. If you take continuously, you may start having pains too. So take it occasionally. Then you need to include this particular mineral, magnesium. And before now, I was thinking I would need some kind of magnesium supplement, but I tried to do it, but I didn't continue. But a year ago, I dropped it. I dropped the supplement. I dropped it. And what am I taking in the place of it? Is this pumpkin seeds. I think Ijomo Okeke, you are familiar with it. I take it and fry with sunflower seed and sesame seed a few nights, not every night. You don't have to take too much. I think the quantity about 15. I don't count it. But if I count it, it's just about half a teaspoon or less. Those seeds, I put it in the pot, in a dry small pot, put some sunflower seeds, put some, although I add them to my granola, but sometimes again, my homemade snacks, sometimes again, when I feel I've stressed a lot, because these are the times when magnesium is, this is what I feel, this is what I know, please. When you go out on a walk, if you are somebody that moves around, your body will have much need of magnesium. This is something I just know. So anytime I move around, maybe I involve in physical activity, go to market, do a lot of things, the body will just be like it's out of itself until I take those seeds. You no sleep, nothing. You just lie down like a log of, not sleep. You are not having headache, nothing. It's just that the muscles are not relaxing. It's just that the body, okay, this, say that they say there's about 4 or 5 types of magnesium, but this magnesium glycinate is for sleep, but it's a medication. I told you I wanted to go buy it, but I dropped it. It's over a year now. I don't take any the magnesium. What is doing the job of magnesium is what I'm sharing with you right now. I take it, but not every day, because if you take it regularly, remember most of them are fats. You will start having sometimes you will look like it's your thyroid is feeling it. I'm so sensitive with these things. I don't know, maybe because of the knowledge I have of them. So you just have to take each one you are taking in moderation, because that's our watchword here, that moderation is our rule. So I dropped that supplement because as long as it's made in the factory, it must drop something in the body for the liver to start working on after you've taken it. So because of all this, they must add some things to preserve it, add this or add that, and these are the very things we are trying to avoid as much as possible to be closer to nature. So I began to take it, and the reason is for the bones. The reason is for the muscles. The sesame seed is a source of calcium. It's a source of iron. These are important minerals. They come with the sunflower seed. Even the pumpkin seed is a source of zinc. The sunflower seed is a source of vitamin E. And all these minerals are the very things that make up the bone, not just the calcium. The calcium is a small amount of it. I don't know. Please, you can go outside this life and do a more and more deeper search to confirm what I'm telling you. The amount of calcium in the bone is not as much as we are thinking. There are so many other minerals, as I'm telling you, that make up the bone, including this magnesium. And this magnesium is the one that show up as we clock 60. I wasn't feeling some of those things I was feeling, but when I clocked 60, they began to happen. And I began to make some changes to my diet. So the one I'm taking to support my bone strength, to support my muscles, are these 3 seeds to make my bone stronger. An occasional fish oil. I take sardines. I said that before, but not every day. You know that is the canned sardine I'm taking, but I reduce. If you get a good tuna around your area, it's okay. If you can get most of those fatty fish, a good one from a good man, they have different companies that do their own, a good brand, it's okay. Somebody is saying sesame seeds. Okay, sesame seeds. Yes, pumpkin seeds. Yes, these are the 3 seeds. I fry them. Are you listening to me? I get small quantity. They drop most of these minerals that help your bone. If you are at your age, sir, you start feeling it at 62. You are 61. I'm 62 this year. You will be feeling what's going on in your body. If you are one that sensitive. When you lie down at night, you feel it. There are some food that reduces minerals from your bones, bread and biscuit. Don't go there. If you are taking small crackers, say that they don't have a calorie, stop it. If you are taking small biscuits, stop it. It's very, very hard to stop, but stop it. I'm giving you some things that can reduce the mineral fast. Bread, man-made fat, carbonated drinks. All these carbonated drinks are minerals. They reduce it. Another food that can help your bones to be stronger is millet. You can write it down. Anytime I start feeling some kind of imbalance around my legs, you go feel it yourself. Not be say your body sends the brain some signal that the bone no dey balance, no dey strong. This is the mystery about our body. Even before these things happen, you get some sensation around your brain, some message that my bone no dey strong. I don't think I can run for too long. You just know it. And that is the time you do these things that I'm saying. This is the time you start going for this small seed. It's not the time to eat for a calorie food, eat fufu, eat eba, eat. What your body is looking for are just minerals. These minerals, small like that. Potassium, small mineral. Sodium. Are you using sea salt? We've not talked about sea salt too. The importance to your bones. If you are not using sea salt, go and get it. There are sometimes when I lie down to sleep, I want you to listen. What I'm telling you is practically what happens. What I do. I'm 62. It's not common to see somebody of my age, especially in this our own country, with the level of stress and everything, that go on medication for your knee or for your back or one thing. God is helping us. If you maintain a healthy weight, if you exercise moderately, and then take healthy fats serious, especially those healthy fats with omega-3s, if you take them into your diet, if you include foods like with magnesium like pumpkin seeds, food with mineral like potassium, boron, these are bone strengthening minerals. There are so many of them. I can't start calling them here. It's not only calcium that makes up the bones. But most times you think it's just calcium, so let's get calcium, let's get supplements. I'm not on calcium supplements. But occasionally when I lie down at night, if it's taking some time to sleep, sometimes if I look around and I look at time, maybe it's 11 p.m., I just take 1 stone of sea salt, just one small one. It has over 82 minerals. And those 82 minerals, your bone need them. Not in large amount, though. It doesn't matter whether BP or what. Just a drop. You won't have the taste. Some people say they take 1 teaspoon. I'm not listening to all of that, though, because bodies are not the same. Age is different. Weather is different. Climate, everything. Gender is different. So I don't listen to people say they drink 1 tablespoon of salt, they take 1. My own is what I'm telling you. I just take 1 small rocky salt. Let me show you. Take 1 of the bottle of salt here. Show you. Look at the salt here. Look at sea salt. I want to show you just something like this. If I want to sleep and it's taking long, I take something like this. Look at it. And drop it inside warm water, using a flask that is always by the bedside. Add water to it, mix it, shake it, and drink. Your mouth won't feel as if there is salt. But you see this small one, it goes a long way to add mineral to the bones. The bone is not something you go and chook something inside immediately to get the mineral. These are mineral that you don't need in large amount. Very small things like that. Over 82 minerals in the sea salt. Use it to cook. Use it to gargle your teeth, because your teeth is another part of the body where mineral is needed for stronger teeth. Before then, I used to remove teeth. Some years back, they remove one here. I didn't know. I wasn't using sea salt. I didn't know all these things. I wasn't into this wellness. So I was taking calcium and doing all those things, yet my teeth were going out one by one. But since I knew these secrets, there's no more need. I've not removed any teeth, even though the doctor said, come back, we'll remove the next one 6 months after. It's over 3 years. I've not gone back to remove another one. Whenever I suspect there is low mineral around the teeth, I use the sea salt with warm water to start gargling, and so that the teeth will get some minerals, and then it will kill the yeast and other parasite. Okay, yes, the sea salt we are talking. Now, some people say they take it in the morning. That's nothing wrong. But the time I prefer to take it, to be honest with you, I don't normally follow up and down what people are saying. I follow what I think is okay for me. So the time I normally take it, and it's not every day I take it. I have 1 sea salt like this by my bedside. Just by I have a flask. So there are some nights when I know that I have not had maybe I had one meal that day and I've not really had any most things that have salt, and all. Salt is an electrolyte. So if I lie down and my body is not together and my digestion is poor, I'm telling you exactly occasions when I normally do it. What happens that makes me to go for it? If I notice that my digestion is sluggish, it looks like my stomach is strong. You know what I'm saying? You know it. So it looks like when you know that Himalayan pink salt, I'm not disputing it. I don't know much about that Himalayan. I've heard that it's very good too. I've not been using it. So when I lie down and I notice that my stomach is a bit strong, you know what I mean. I want to repeat, you know what I mean. Sometimes you lie down, you breathe, it looks like your stomach is, you breathe like, you look like the stomach is strong. Sometimes I know it's what we ate, maybe granite, we ate nut, we ate whether na pumpkin seed, all of them are fats. Whether it's fat you ate or vegetable you ate, or it's fiber you, any of them, whether na protein, they all need to be digested. So when I lie down in the night and I notice that the stomach doesn't seem to be producing enough hydrochloric acid for the digestion, and that is slowing down my sleep. Sometimes if I notice that the leg is a bit restless. You know, when they talk about restless feet syndrome, I don't know what it is. I don't know how they do people, but I've heard a lot about it. How the leg will be shaking, some diabetics, how the leg will just be disturbing. I'm not disputing all of that, and I don't pray it to happen to me. So, but these are things that can happen when the nerves are not in balance, when there is imbalance in the body. So all those things, anything can be happening. So anytime I notice that my body, I lie down, it will be like say the food not really they digest well, and the sleep is taking longer, and the body doesn't seem to be packing together. You know, when you are packing a car, everything, the engine, everything have to be switched off. And the body doesn't seem to be unwinding or switching off. You see the waka, the things are not together. When it's happening like that, maybe I go and urinate once. I feel that I should be, at least this one is okay because I took water. I usually take water before going to bed. It's always important. Take note of it. It helps to prevent things like stroke. Take warm water. Have a flask by your bedside. Before you go to bed, you take a warm water. It may not be much. I don't bother about the urine. The more water you take, sometimes I may urinate once. At other time, maybe twice. Before the day break. But that's even if it's 3 times, not. I take it. When I take the water, the plain water, and it looks like the body did somehow, what I do is if I'm going to take another water now, that water must be accompanied by something that will drop something into my bones, something that must support my heart, something that must help the electrolytes to be at a balance. When people are talking of high blood pressure, low blood pressure, this electrolyte imbalance, which sodium is a major player, sometimes is part of the problem because they are not having these little minerals in place. Little, they just little. So most time when I take that one and just put inside that one, it doesn't have to be tasting salt, like I said. I've heard people say they take 1 teaspoon of salt, they take 1 tablespoon. I'm not listening to all those stuff. I don't know how somebody will be drinking a table of teaspoon of salt. Because some people will be saying what they don't do. I don't know how they do it. But I do what I know it works. I just take a little and drop it inside the water and melt it so that it doesn't just be hanging around. So most time when I take it at bedtime then as the last thing, especially when the food is there and I know that it's not really going smoothly as I expect. Once I take it, everything seems to start coming in place. That little water, with that little salt. Even your bones will start like aligning. Although you can't see it, but I do feel it at times, honestly. I don't know. I don't know why my own case is like that. Your bone will just start, as those little minerals are just dropping without any calorie through that salt. They start, everyone start, some of them in little amount. It won't be long, you sleep off. That's what happens to me. I shared a video sometime in my channel that the last thing I take before bedtime, it was the sea salt I talked about. But then it's not at all times that I take sea salt at bedtime. No. At times I could pass 2, 3, 4 nights. I won't even remember sea salt. But any night that I have some feelings that signals me that I have need of this mineral or electrolyte, I go for it. It's not all night that I stay awake and not going early to bed, or it's not all, it's only when it's needed. And there are some nights I take garlic. Yes, I take garlic. There is another food that strengthens bones that I also take whenever I suspect that the bone is demineralizing. And that food I take before bed is the millet, fermented millet. It's very, very good. And I also add the papaya seed powder, just a pinch before bed. Now those things before bed, my dear, I want to do a separate video for it. Very important. Don't joke with it. Don't joke with it. You see, bedtime, don't joke with what you take before bedtime. This is what I'm learning in 2026. What you take, especially seniors, about our bones. That's why you see this food, this something I got, what is it called? This raisins that I've been running away from. I'm in love with it now, for your information. Why? It's because of the bones. I don't avoid its sweetness. Instead of me not to overdo it, but I have added it as part of my diet. If I want to take that millet as pap, just little, not be plenty before bed, because of the bones. I can put the, what is it called? The raisins inside. You know, that fermented millet is not sweet. So, and it doesn't have oil or anything, but it has calcium, it has magnesium, it has leucine. These are bones, it has boron, most of these minerals that support bones, and then the big group of vitamins. Somebody's asking whether I give you energy. Yes, it does. Why are you asking that question? Ijoma, do you sometimes feel weak? I want to hear your comment. Drop from you if you are feeling weak. It gives energy. Yes, it gives energy. It gives energy. It gives you, it can make you hungry. Because it helps the stomach to produce that, but not hungry as to go and eat. No. It gives you a quality energy that is free of calorie, energy that is free of cholesterol, energy that is free of fat. That is the kind of energy that it carries. Energy that is rich in minerals. That is the kind of energy that you see with the sea salt. Energy that can sustain you because of the presence of the electrolyte, the electrical current in your body will be sustained when the sea salt, the minerals are there. Now, if you take it first thing in the morning, it's okay. Okay? You know, I'm telling you, some people take in the morning. I didn't argue that. I've also tried in the morning, but I didn't continue. And that's not to say I won't try. Why I didn't continue is that in the morning, I take, sometimes I take cloves to lower sugar. I could take, there are so many gongo that somebody is taking. So I just leave salt aside, I beg. Because morning is the time when the body, stomach everywhere is active. Sometimes you want to take sea salt. I mean, what do they call it? Lemon juice. Even the lemon juice for cologne flush. You can also mix with sea salt sometimes. You may want to take any of the herbal drinks, maybe lemongrass. You may want to take guava tea. I may want to take aloe vera. So there are so many, one thing or the other to take in the morning. So I usually don't remember sea salt. So, when you are during the bedtime, you may not have energy to be going to your garden to go and get this miracle leaf, to go and get this, to go and boil water. So the easiest one that works for me, when the laziness is already there, is the sea salt. That's it. So my dear, there's nothing wrong if you take it in the morning. It's okay. All the summary of it is that you're adding minerals to your bones, little by little. Okay, yes, I agree with you. Where you are in America, you may not have it, but at least you can always get sea salt. I think you can always get sea salt. Here, you can agree why I say in the morning, there are so many things for me to try in the morning. So I usually forget sea salt, but I don't forget warm water anyway. The other day, I had to take apple cider vinegar. After taking apple cider, I took, that was 2 days ago, I took one thing again. I think I took papaya leaves tea, papaya seeds tea powder. Then later on, I took fresh guava fruit. Then thereafter, I took pawpaw fruit. So, and that pawpaw, I still use salt to wash it, sea salt. So at the end of the day, I will eat food in the morning that comes with salt. So I don't want the salt to be too much, because salt is salt. Once it's too much, it will start giving trouble, whether na white salt or sea salt. So just to ensure that it's not too much, that's the only thing. So I think are we making progress, Ijoma? Ijoma, I want you to comment now. Are we making progress to your question? So let's continue. But I know people who are having problems with knees, who testified that okay, who said they were on different medication, drink this, drink that, drink, until I say stop all of that. Let the body, let your body breathe. Let the body breathe. Take moringa leaves to fortify your food. It will get. Are you a member of my channel? Join my channel membership. So you can now message me through community also. If you want WhatsApp, fine, we go. So if you want phone call, we go. You can email me too. When you go to my channel now, you will see where the email is. Check my email, you send me a message. Tell me, see, Joma, I was at your live, and I really want to have a closer contact with you. If you want to join my channel, it's very simple. When you get to the channel, you see the membership tab there. But if you cannot see it, just drop a comment in my recent post. I will drop the link there for you to click and join. Is that okay? Just go to my recent post, either a short or a video, drop a comment there, say, how do I join? I'll go to community link and bring the link and drop it there for you. You click it and then you join the community. Okay, somebody is asking me a question here. I think, Ijoma, we've tried on your side a little bit. Okay, somebody is asking me, say, Auntie, impressive goals. Impressive, where are you chatting me from? Impressive goals. Let me know where you're chatting from. What do you think about sea salt Do you have sea salt with added iodine? Okay, from the UK. Now, is there a sea salt with added iodine? Is that the question, or I want you to reframe that question so I can get it. Reframe it so I can get it. Because I know the complaint people make about sea salt is iodine, but I do tell them that as long as you use crayfish to cook, you get a little iodine. It's one of those minerals that you don't need in large amount, but you can always get it if you are cooking with crayfish. And crayfish is everywhere, just little. But a good number of them complain, oh, you can't get iodine. I hope it's normal sea salt, because the real sea salt doesn't come with iodine. The one we have here doesn't carry iodine. This is rocky sea salt. Look at it. It doesn't. Look at it. Sometimes they will grind it to smooth. I want to show you. See. Look at how rocky it is. It's one of your bone's best friend. This thing. Don't joke with it, oh, and don't take too much. It helps your bone to be stronger. Whether you are cooking with it or you are taking it occasionally, it's adding to your bone strength and reducing the risk of joint problem, bone problem, and similar things like that. Reduce bread, stop bread and biscuits if you can. If you are consuming wheat, I'm still talking on the bone something, wheat product. See wheat, stop the wheat. Stop the wheat. Eat oats. Oats is okay in moderation. Millet is okay in moderation. There are other grains, tampa, fonio. I mean, even the local sorghum bicolor. Most of those grains, soya beans in small amount, occasional soya beans. That's the type, my grandma. Okay. So the type she uses comes with iodine. And maybe, I'm not familiar with that. The one I have here is from Ghana. It doesn't come with iodine. Some people also have raised concerns about iodine deficiency as a result of the sea salt. But I said you don't have to worry if you are cooking with your sea salt. You don't have to worry about the deficiency. No, I mean the one I have. That's the type, man. Okay. Okay. That's the type my grandmother. Okay, you are talking about the one with the iodine. I bought some sea salt with iodine. Okay, you are talking about the one with the iodine. Okay. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's it. So it's one of the things that supports your bone very, very well. In addition, we take the date. Another thing that helps me, I've talked about that, is the tiger nut. I mean the one from Ghana. Okay. This my own is from Ghana too. I normally get it from Ghana. It's from Ghana. It's good. They have some that are really not so good like that. So there are other foods that can help you to strengthen your bone. Something like this tiger nut. Look at it. This is tiger nut. It's another calcium containing food that can help you with your bones. Now I'm talking to those who want stronger joint bones. In addition to these raisins, which I said is good for your bones. And one thing you must be very careful about is going to bed. Can we cook with it? Yes, that's what I cook with. I've been cooking with it since 2007. I've been cooking with the sea salt. That's what I use in cooking. I use it for remedies. like mouth gargle or any remedies, including food soaking. That's what I use. Anything, remedies to cook all my meals is what I use, the sea salt. So in addition to that, you include other foods that can help you with stronger bones. Now, another food, apart from the pumpkin seed, sunflower seed, another food that contains omega-3 that is very good for your bone is the flax seed. It's one of my secrets. I had it this morning. The ground flax seed, I soak it in boiled water and put it in a cup, put boiled water and drank it. It's not usually sweet, but what are we going to do? It helps with constipation, but it's one of the rich sources of omega-3 for joint, to help you strengthen your bones around your joints. Omega-3. Omega-3 is very scarce in foods. Flaxseed is one of the good sources. Another good source is the chia seed. The chia seed is a good source. So these are food I should include. Occasionally, I add small soya beans, small amount, into my millet. I add a little soya beans. You know, soya beans is high in calcium, magnesium, potassium, all the complete amino acids are there. So I make my own fermented soya beans. Look at it there. I make it. Let me bring it and show you. Look at it. This is fermented soya beans. It's fermented and dried. You can see it. I shared it on the community platform some time ago. And I said those who are interested, although that's not really much of it, but the aim is you can go and make it yourself. Ferment it for 2 days. This one was fermented for 2 days. And then after that, sea salt was part of the thing added. Look at it. You use it to fortify your food. When you ferment it, it becomes easier to digest. You can add it to your soups, little. All is aimed at strengthening the bones. You're asking me for my secret, Abi? I'm not hiding anything, no. That I'm not having joint pain, knee pain. It's not miracle. Yes, it's not miracle. I've told you how I fermented it. It's very easy. When you get your soya beans, you pick the stones, wash it, soak it like you normally soak your pap or your corn. After fermenting, the first day, it will get bigger. You start seeing things like foam on it. Those foam are the phytic acid. Those ones you see in the commercial shops, they don't ferment it to commercial. Sharp. They don't go grind and fry them, grind everything. But when you have to ferment it, those phytic acid in the soya beans will go out. Now, if you go and do your own study or search, soya beans contains one of the highest amount of phytic acid among the grains. And phytic acid can cause instant death in some very serious cases. I have seen the effect of poorly processed soya beans in the past. I didn't know what was phytic acid that time. But all I know is that anytime I take it, it seemed to block my heart. The heart will be like it's blocked. You cannot feel free. You just know that you're not yourself. I've had occasion when I bought the one that is already processed in the liquid. It looks so beautiful, so colorful, so attractive. I took it and nearly passed out that day. That was the day I became afraid of soya beans. And I said, please, if you don't know the source of soya beans, don't go and buy from supermarket. Please. The thing that may cause death is that phytic acid. Some of them don't know what it is. They just grind it, look milky and smooth, and boil it. and then you say, I think this one I'm telling you, it doesn't cause any heartburn. It doesn't cause anything in the chest. Just little to fortify the food. Added a little granite to it, all to make it more calcium rich. If you take those ones that they did not ferment, you take it like this. The next minute, you look at something is blocking your chest. Because soya beans is very rich in protein, iron particularly. Calcium is much. So if you don't remove that phytic acid a little through fermentation, by the time you eat it, your heart will block, feeling as if you're having heartburn. You won't know what exactly is wrong with you. So if you ferment it, small amount that you can use, dry it during the sun, dry it and then grind it to powder. It becomes easier for you to use it. You can add it to your soup a little. You can add it to your tea, your cocoa. You can add it to your quicker oats in the morning. You can add it to your cocoa. You can even just put it a little inside water and drink, just little. Just little, low. It's very loaded. So it's one of the foods. It's one of my secrets. Occasionally I take it, not every day. I take a little and add here and there. All is aimed at boosting the minerals in the bones. Boosting the minerals. Other foods like oats, tampa, fonio, even this our cassava, what we call gari, tapioca, is a bone-friendly food though. Don't joke with it. Some of you are eating some more, eating what do they call it? All this white pasta. Stop it. You see this cassava, if you can drink it like gari, that's what I do. Those are taking it as swallow like Sam Onyekwere. If you can take small amount, it's good for your bones. It will not cause your bone to start the minerals to be disappearing small as you age. So you can do it. All is aimed at increasing the minerals in your bones. Yes, increasing the minerals in your bones. Protect your bones. I have seen my own, don't they swell up one side? I told you. See, if I look at it, if not that I will display the camera, I will have shown you the thing. After sitting down now, after sitting down for this almost 2 hours, I have to go and start jumping. Yes, I will go outside and start jumping and start moving the knee, moving. I'll go outside and start moving, jumping, doing all kinds of movement. All is still aimed at the bones. Because sitting down for too long is not easy. As I'm sitting now, it's not easy. If you are doing work that involves sitting down, the bone will be disappearing small. But the more you are moving, exercising it, the better it gets, the healthier it gets. So that is it. And that's where I'm thinking to end this chat. It's been a long one. And I think some of you have benefited. And if you have benefited, why not comment I gained or comment yes below so that we can call it a day. Thank you all for coming. I want to appreciate Ijoma Iro Aganachi. I really appreciate your question that brought us to all these discussions. Bola, all of you that I cannot pronounce your name, Expressive Goals. Thank you, Amako Keke, all of you that are here. I thank you, Sam Onyekwere. If you are still in the house, appreciate you. Obianuju Honora, thank you for coming. Georgiana Ogadioga, my lovely friend, long-standing friend, You're welcome. I appreciate you. Thank you. Teresa Mba, thank you all for coming. Oh yeah, I want you to comment if you benefited from this live. Thanks very much. I bumped into you. I will contact you. I really enjoyed the session. God bless you. God bless you too. And then see you again, and bye for now.